Hey everyone, I'm Tori Swanson, and today I'm going to talk to you all about how to take the pressure off your artwork in 3 easy steps so that you can flourish and become an abundant artist you're meant to be. So, the first thing I want to talk about before I get into the 3 steps is universal law of attraction and how it plays into your reasoning in taking off the pressure off your artwork. If you are familiar with universal law of attraction, feel free to skip ahead. If you're not familiar, I'm going to link below a couple more videos that go in depth. And if you just want to hear my little gist, listen on. So, universal law of attraction is how nature works. What basically we try to do with universal law of attraction, well, there's no trying, but we need to hit vibrational harmony with that which we want. And we don't see our vibration. We can't see that quickly with all the atoms moving in so quickly. So the way we navigate through universal law of attraction is through our emotional guidance system. And our emotional guidance system is how we react, how we conjure emotional response to that which we want. And when we are feeling negative, we're further away from what we truly want. When we feel content, we're very close. When we're feeling happy and excited, very, very close to manifesting what we want. And so the pure act of the fact that you can conjure an emotional response is the manifestation in process. The physical stuff has to happen. It's the law. It has to manifest, and that happens on its own time when it's ready. So you don't have to sit here and force positive thoughts down your throat. In fact, I would definitely disregard that. I think what you need to do is accept yourself for where you are in each and every moment. Even if you've caught yourself further than you want to be, it's all about having compassion and knowing that you're perfect, whole, and complete as you are, so we can let go of the judgment and step into what we really want. So, to get into vibrational harmony means taking the pressure off your artwork, and I've got 3 steps for you to do so. The first step is all about being of service. When we are not of service, we are focused on ourselves. And that's okay to be focused on ourselves. In fact, I highly recommend one of your service action is feeling pleasure while you create, whether that's sculpting or painting or teaching class. Feeling good is important and part of why you do what you do. But to be of service is to serve other people. It's taking the I focus into how I benefit from this and how others benefit from it. So, for example, you may be a painter and you paint dog portraits. And the mere fact that you capture moments of people's pets and put it into a beautiful painting is enough, right? That's enough of a service because people love their pets and they want to hold on to the energy of their animal even when they pass away. So, for me as an artist, I like to see my art as a service because I'm creating a snapshot in time. I am capturing energy and placing it into a physical being that can replay that energy for others when they're in the presence of it. So this piece right here, it's big. It's like 60 by 60 inches, and it's called May Your Cup Always Runneth Over. I created this piece because I was thinking about abundance, and the fruit reminds me of fertility and the sweetness of life. And this was an image that came up in my third eye when I was thinking about painting and when I felt inspired. And so the energy I've imbued in this piece is that of abundance and prosperity. So I've captured that energy in a moment in time and I've placed it in my painting for others to enjoy when they purchase it or just see it through the YouTube, their Instagram, through wherever the channel may be. Okay? So when we take away the I and become of service, when we feel like we are stepping out of alignment, like such as stepping into negative emotion or looking for where it is, we put the pressure on. But this allows us to take the pressure off and remember why we paint, for the pureness and the pure wholehearted nature of just experiencing energy and placing in a moment for others to experience too. Okay? That can be basic. It can be as detailed as you want it to be, but that's the most important reason, okay? The second reason is you're outcome focused. So when we're creating and all we think about is what we're gonna get from creating, oh my God, the pressure exudes, right? It's a lot of pressure to place on yourself to try and understand how this piece is gonna get you to where you need to be. Oh my God, take that away, please. It is not about that at all. When we are outcome focused, what we're really saying is, I'm not enough in this moment. Eek, right? We all do it, so do I. It's just a matter of life. And this is where the practice of no judgment comes into play. We need to just be able to witness why we're so outcome focused. Maybe it's because we need money. Maybe it's because we need an opportunity to manifest. Maybe it's because we just don't believe in ourselves in this moment and we're not enough, okay? Whatever it is that your story is that plays on repeat, get familiar with it and get to be besties with it, because it's not going anywhere. It's gonna remerge itself anytime you have a weak moment, okay? So you need to be able to catch yourself when you're outcome focused and step back into your service. Your outcome focus should be solely, purely based on feeling good. That's it. That's the trick to changing your vibrational energy and matching that with what you want and taking that pressure off your artwork. It should just be feeling good. Because when we feel good, even when we're not thinking about what it is we want to manifest, but instead maybe thinking about our dog or gardening, it actually manifests a lot quicker because there's no pressure on it from stopping. So that's the second one. The third one is sharing your work, okay? Do you even share your work? Do you have a social channel? Do you have a website? Do you share with your community by verbally sharing what you're up to? That's something that I struggled with for a long time, is I didn't tell people what I was up to. I just kind of thought they would maybe find out, or I was just too ashamed. I didn't want to take responsibility for my wins or for my loses, right? So I recommend sharing, and just sharing from the intent of like, wow, I get to share my service. Wow, I get to just share the joy that I create on a daily basis with my community. That's it, okay? It's not your job to figure out how things are going to manifest and when. Your job is to stay connected to your why. And when we disassociate from our why and we connect it to what, when, and how, we put pressure on our artwork, okay? On our creative services, on our business. Take that pressure off and step back into your why and share from an authentic place of like, I just want to share because it brings so much joy to my life. And I know that sharing that will bring joy to others too. Okay, that's 3 easy steps, right? I'm going to share a bonus one with you too. And that bonus is to be open to possibilities. Piggybacking off figuring out the how and why and all that stuff, which takes you away further from what it is you want to manifest. Well, closing down opportunities does the same thing. We want to be open to all possibilities, okay? What that means is like, it's not your job to figure out how it's going to manifest, right? We know that. We know that you need to get clear on your why. So when we do step into possibility, things come from nowhere and so quickly because we're not connected to the why it's supposed to manifest a certain way, right? So for example, in my own life, I was vibrating at a very high frequency. I was really enjoying my time in my new studio, and Dove, the beauty brand, reached out to me, a brand I would love to work with that feels in line with my intentions as an artist and an entrepreneur. And they asked me if I would host a class about body image, and they flew in influencers from around the world to my little studio in Vancouver. They paid for everything, including my fee and all the supplies and all the great promotion I got around it, all because they somehow found me online, somehow, okay, quotations. Yeah, I'm sure they did find me online, but something drove them to look for a certain something that I was sharing at the time. And I was beyond excited to work with Dove. So what I'm saying is I could never have guessed that would happen, but Dove was a brand I would obviously love to work with that is like a household name and I grew up with. So when we are open to possibility, amazing things manifest quickly. We don't live in the 20th century anymore. We live in the 21st century. And what that means is we don't have to try so hard. In fact, I don't want to be commended on how hard I worked. I think that's important to work hard and stay dedicated to what it is you want, but allow things to come effortlessly to you. And that is all done through here and through here, mostly here. We have to think the thought and then we get to feel it afterwards. And that is how you take the pressure off your artwork. Comment below. I would love to know what your creative expression is and what industry you work in so that we can get to know each other a little bit more. If there are topics you want to cover, please comment below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to learn more. And so that you don't miss a beat with my updates when it comes to mindset coaching and how to be profitable off your creative service. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.